Hello there and welcome to another gluten-free and yeast-free baking video. How are we doing today? Today I'm going to be making gluten-free and yeast-free ring plain donuts. I love this recipe as it doesn't involve yeast, which is of course something I can't eat, and it involves no oil. I don't have to deep fry anything, which I think is excellent. So, you'll be needing the following equipment: scales, measuring spoons, a measuring jug, a teaspoon handle, a cake tester, a skewer or a toothpick to see if your donuts are cooked, a wooden spoon or an electric hand whisk, 3 mixing bowls. I've chosen 1 large and 2 medium sized or small, a tablespoon or an ice cream scoop as I've chosen to use today, a spatula, spray oil, a tall glass, some scissors, a piping bag and a donut tray. I've chosen a silicone one, but you can buy metal ones if you prefer that. And finally, a cooling rack. You'll also be needing the following ingredients: 70 grams of gluten-free self-raising flour, a pinch of salt, 40 millilitres of milk. I like to use lactofree milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 50 grams of butter softened to room temperature. Again, I like to use lactofree butter, 45 grams of caster sugar, and 1 medium-sized egg beaten. Let's go! First things first, measure out all of your ingredients so that they're completely ready for you to use, and then preheat your oven to 180 degrees C on a conventional oven, 160 degrees C on a fan oven, or gas mark 4. So now that we've done all that, the first thing we're going to do is prepare our tin. So all we're going to do, guys, is just spray it with some cooking oil, making sure to get into all of the edges so that, oh, I'm running out of spray oil, so that it doesn't stick to anything. And that is it. Place it to one side until we're ready to bake. So now that we've done all that prep work, the first thing we have to do in actually making our donuts is to mix together our salt and our flour. My brain does not work with my hands. So the first thing we're going to do is tip in all of our flour into our mixing bowl. And now we've got to sprinkle in our salt. Salty, salty. And now mix it all together until it is well combined. And now just scraping down your flour bowl one more time to make sure it's all in there. And the same with your salt. I'm going to do it this end. And now scraping down the sides of your bowl. And now giving it one final mix for good luck. So now grab your milk and your vanilla extract with the milk still inside the measuring jug. Now that you've got your milk and your vanilla extract, now just place your vanilla extract into your milk. I'm leaving it in the measuring jug just because it saves up on the washing up, and so that you don't have to get out an extra bowl, you know, all these extra little handy tips I give you. Now I was going to use my electric hand whisk to mix this, but I think it will just go everywhere if I do, so I'm going to use my spatula to just give them a little mix around until they are well combined. And this is why I did not use an electric hand whisk. Now just scraping down your vanilla plate one more time, or bowl, if you've chosen to use that. And giving it one final mix for good luck. Now grab your main large mixing bowl and your butter and your caster sugar. So now what we've got to do is mix together our butter and our sugar. So the first thing we do is put our butter into our mixing bowl. And now sprinkle on our caster sugar. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh. And that is why we get it all in there by scraping it down with our spatula. And now mix until light and fluffy. And now that we've done this, grab your egg. Now that we've got our egg, just place it in one big go. And now mix until fully combined. Now that that is all mixed together, grab your milk mixture and your flour mixture. Now that you've got your flour mixture and your milk mixture, it's time to combine all of these together. The way we're going to do this is mixing all the time. We're going to add a little bit of the milk and then a little bit of the flour until your mixture is completely smooth. So let's get going. Right, how many times have I done this? You both need to be over here. Here we go. Right. Now that you've done all that, just scrape down your flour bowl one more time to make sure you collect it all and put it in there. Ay, ay, ay. And do the same with your milk mixture. Now scrape down the sides of your mixing bowl just to make sure it's all together. And mix for one final time for good luck. Now that that is all done, grab your till glass, your piping bag, your scissors and your tablespoon or ice cream scoop as I'm deciding to use today. So now what we're going to do is place our piping bag in our till glass. And using our ice cream scoop, we're just going to place all of the mixture into our piping bag. Scraping down our bowl as we go to make sure all the mixture goes into the piping bag. And close up your piping bag so that it's ready for you to use. And now grab your donut tray. Now what we're going to do is snip off the end of our piping bag with our scissors and pipe in our batter evenly between our cavities, crevices, donut shapes, whatever you'd like to call it. Now that you've evenly spread your mixture between all of your cavities, give it a quick zhuzh around and a quick tap on the table. And now place it into your preheated oven for 5 to 10 minutes until you insert a teaspoon handle, a cake tester, a skewer or a toothpick and it comes out completely clean. And then leave your donuts to cool in their tray on a cooling rack while you make your sugar coating. Now that you've cooked your donuts and they are currently cooling, it is time to make our sugar cinnamon coating. So you will need the following equipment: scales, measuring spoons and a mixing bowl, and then you will need 33 grams of caster sugar and half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So what we're going to do is place our caster sugar into our mixing bowl. Did that quicker than I was expecting to. And now we're going to add on our ground cinnamon. And we're going to mix that until it is well combined. Now that that is done, wait for your donuts to completely cool and I will see you after that. Now that your donuts are completely cooled, it is time to add the sugar coating. So all you have to do is place it in, give it a little twiggle inside the coating and take it out, tapping it on the side to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. Now you can do this on both sides, it is completely up to you, but I'm just going to leave it on the top as I think it makes it look very, very pretty. So, and that is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Check out all the links in the description as I love them all and wouldn't put them there if I didn't, including the recipe for these lovely donuts and my shop where you will be able to buy all the flour and equipment you will need for this recipe. If you do make these at home, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag bakingwithvickiie, which I will put in between my hands. Let me know in the comments anything else you'd like to see me make a gluten or yeast free, as I do both. And finally, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye! Well, I better try this because it's just smelling amazing. That tastes so good.